Los Angeles is literally filled with such good food as well as such good workouts, which I feel like is balancing it out considering we eat so much, but we also work out a lot. There are also a handful of workouts that a lot of celebrities love to do in Los Angeles, so I decided to do all of them in 1 week. Some of them even go up to $3,500 for 50 classes, which is crazy. But we can leave that price for the celebrities, and I'll show you guys how to get these classes for a better deal. So if you live in Los Angeles or you ever come to Los Angeles, these are the workouts you need to try. Or if there's a branch in your area, then you can check it out. We are going to start off by going to Barry's Bootcamp. So I have been going to Barry's Bootcamp probably for about 5 years now, but the last 2 years I actually got a membership with them and it changed everything. Barry's Bootcamp was founded in 1998, actually in LA. Barry's is international. You can find them in Canada, France, Singapore. It is a 50-minute workout. It used to be 1 hour. Today I'm going to do something that is hard and scares me a little bit. I'm going to be running in 2 workout classes. Normally I just take one and I'll sprint my heart out, and then in the second one, if I double, I'll lift weights the whole time. But today I'm just going to run a little bit more. Here we go. I don't consider myself a runner at all, but I have seen improvement in my stamina. So we're really going to push ourselves today and try something I haven't done in a really long time. Barry's is definitely one of the most aesthetic bathrooms. They have Dyson hair dryers, lockers, and it's really well lit. In this shower, you're going to find Oribe products, and each bottle is $160. So if you happen to take a class at Barry's, I definitely recommend taking a shower there too, because it's part of the experience. I went to Barry's Bootcamp even during the pandemic, where they moved all of their treadmills and their benches outside in the freezing cold, and there was no bathrooms available, so I could not shower then. We had to wear headphones in order to hear the instructor, but gone are those days and we were able to go back inside. Typically in a 50-minute class, you're going to get 4 rounds. 1 round on the treadmill, 1 round on the weights, 1 round on the treadmill, and then another round with the weights. At Barry's, we walk, jog, run, and sprint, and I found that the clients who come here run really fast. Like I know someone who can sprint 20 miles per hour like a gazelle. So after about 12 minutes, I come down to the floor, and you want to make sure that you're on the same number as your treadmill, and then I do a little bit of strength training based on what the instructor asks, and they'll also tell you what weights they recommend. It's kind of like having a personal trainer because you don't have to think about anything. You just enter the class and you follow directions, and the instructor will also correct your form if you're open to it, but if not, that's okay too. For those who are new to the gym, it is helpful to know what's considered a medium and what's considered heavy. And I think what was the most impressive thing about Barry's for me was that the instructors were able to time the treadmills and time the bench people at the same time. Very impressive. It's a great HIIT workout. A lot of celebrities used to go, and they were known as the greatest workout in the world. People used to say, oh, you'll burn 1,000 calories at Barry's. I take issue with comments like that because it depends how tall you are, it depends how much you weigh, it depends on so many factors as to how you burn calories. But it's a great workout because you get cardio and strength training and resistance training. But I love Barry's so much. I recently celebrated my 250th class in 2 years because that was when I got an actual membership with them. For that, I always would use ClassPass, and I still use ClassPass for a lot of other classes. Basically, every single month you get a bunch of credits deposited into your account, pay a monthly fee, and then different classes are worth different credits. So I'll make sure to leave my referral link down below. You can get a free month of ClassPass. This is not sponsored. I also don't get anything from people signing up with the referral link unless they become paid members. But if you want to take advantage of the free credits that they're giving out right now, go for it. The next workout that I absolutely loved back in my early 20s was SoulCycle. Good morning. We are off to my next workout, which is SoulCycle. Now, SoulCycle was actually one of the first group fitness workout classes that I've taken other than LA Fitness classes where I fell in love. After the workout, I felt like it was so hard. I felt defeated, but I was also really excited to try to get better at it. This was back in 2014, so almost 8 years ago. SoulCycle was basically the workout class that jump-started my love for fitness. There are a bunch of locations, and it was pretty much a class where if I didn't do it once a week, I craved it, and it really had a cult following up until the pandemic. Nowadays, I don't go as often, but I'm excited to head on into the dark room. So depending on location, the prices change, but in Los Angeles, it used to be $30 a class, and now it is $32 a class because of inflation. There are class packages and things like that that can make it a little more affordable, but on Saturdays at 9:30, they have a Soul Survivor class, which is 15 extra minutes, and it doesn't cost any more. So I'm going to a Soul Survivor class to, really get the most bang for my buck. I have my SoulCycle socks on, and I do have cycling shoes with the Delta clips. You can also use other types of clips that fit, but these are the ones that fit the best at SoulCycle. Today I went to the Santa Monica location. It is right in front of the beach, but it was a rainy day today, so we really couldn't see anything. Some SoulCycle locations offer free parking, while some of them you have to pay, so it kind of just depends, and this one I had to pay a lot of money. Most SoulCycles I've been to look very similar. They have a very clean and minimalist vibe to them. There are outlets in their bathrooms and it's really well lit in here too. You'll also find hair ties, tissues, lotion, and they also have showers stocked with shampoo, conditioner, cleanser, and body wash. Most places that offer a shower will also have towels, and of course you need a nice mantra to motivate you. They have a water refill station, and then inside looks like this. They have a little towel already placed onto the bike, and you just go to the numbered bike that you reserved, and then the instructor is on the podium. I also love these bougie boutique fitness classes because they'll always partner with health and wellness companies, like this cold water plunge. It was completely free. I was able to submerge myself for over 2 minutes, and I was just reminding myself that this is good for my body and it's going to help me not feel sore. So SoulCycle was really my gateway into loving fitness classes and loving fitness in general. I craved it so much that I did it once a week, and even during the pandemic I bought a SoulCycle bike. Lots of celebrities like Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber, they've all been to SoulCycle in Beverly Hills, Hollywood. It is a great cardio workout and it's low impact because you're really elevated and you're clipped into the bike. Next, this is actually new to me, but I know it's in a lot of areas. It is called Solid Core. It is an incredibly intense Pilates class, or Legree, or Megaformer. Solid Core is fairly new to the West Coast, but I see that it is everywhere in the East Coast. It is very aesthetic and they really focus on you having a solid core. So Solid Core not only focuses on your core, but they also want you to focus on your small twitch muscles. I really felt like my body was shaking, and they say that that's a great thing because you're really tearing down your little muscles and rebuilding them. This is Solid Core's special reformer. It's called the Sweatlana, but it looks very similar to a Megaformer. You can keep all of your stuff in the middle of the machine, or there are lockers outside. The bathrooms are pretty basic and there's no showers, but they do try to add some nice positive quotes on the floor. And Solid Core uses something very similar to a Megaformer, but there is a lot of resistance to these machines. You really embrace the shakes. Thought my abs were about to fall off. It was a great burn. I was shocked to see it's about $39 a class, and they do have promo deals, but I can't imagine just walking in and paying $40 for 50 minutes. But I did walk out of my class knowing if I continue doing this, I am going to get so strong. Next is Carrie's Pilates Plus. This is a very Hollywood studio. Today we are headed to Carrie's Pilates Plus. Got my grippy socks. So Carrie's Pilates Plus is in West Hollywood. It is on one of the most busiest streets that has so many things happening, but I was able to find street parking, and the street parking is not too pricey. There is a parking lot right across the street, but I think that one is about $3, so I'd rather do regular metered parking. They do want you to arrive to class a little bit earlier if it's your first time, and once I walked in, it was very aesthetic and cute. A single 45-minute class is $36, but thankfully I booked with ClassPass, and then I had to sign a waiver, and then I headed upstairs to their room. These are regular Megaformers, which are very difficult to use, but such a good workout. And then they also have an outdoor area that is very cute as well. They had a water refill station, and then I thought that their bathroom was also a little bit basic and there's no showers, but that's okay. I feel like my abs have been shredded to pieces and my butt is so sore. That was a great workout. I didn't sweat a lot because it was very low impact, so I felt like I could keep my sweater on the entire time. The instructor didn't come by and correct me at all. She just looked around and made sure everyone was doing the same thing. But other than that, I felt like she was pretty hands-off. I'm sure it depends on the instructor. And then there's also a lady who is pregnant, and then the instructor was able to give her modifications. After such a great toning workout, I really wanted to feel my body, and I didn't have time to make a smoothie, so I headed over to Air One. Nothing says Los Angeles like a Hailey Bieber smoothie. So that is where Carrie's Pilates Plus is now. One of my other favorite workouts is called Rumble. Rumble Boxing has a very similar setup to Barry's. Good morning, good morning. We are going to one of my favorite workouts that I don't go to too often because it's a bit far, but it is very similar to Barry's Bootcamp, except you are boxing and then lifting weights, and then you box and then you lift weights. A few downsides downsides to Rumble is that there are extra purchases you have to make. You have to buy the wraps, they're about $8, and then you have to rent the boxing gloves. If you have your own boxing gloves, you may bring them, but it is $3 to rent. But they're very cute, it's a little winking face. I have seen a few celebrities work out at Rumble. One time I walked into the bathroom and I saw Gina Rodriguez and a few of my other friends, when they took a class, they went outside and they saw Shawn Mendes. All right, let's get boxing. The parking lot to Rumble in West Hollywood is right around the corner, and they do validate, but you still have to pay $2 after validation, and it's for about an hour and a half. So this is where the parking area is, and Rumble is literally on Sunset Boulevard where so much is happening. I forgot my wraps at home, so I had to buy another pair of wraps, and then I also had to rent the gloves, so everything came out to about $12. And then one class is $32, so that's not even including the price of the class. Rumble's bathroom is very big though, and so they have a toilet, haha, and then they have a sink, and then they also have a shower station full of dry bar shampoo and conditioner. They also sell their own merch, and then they have a water refill station. Once you walk into the room, you're going to see a bunch of punching bags just hanging from the ceiling, but these are super cute, they're teardrop shaped, and they're really heavy. The instructor will always go over the different types of punches, movements, and some things that you need to be aware of. They do turn down the lights, and it's pretty much like a giant club in there. The lights are going crazy with different colors, and the music is really loud. Just like in Barry's, you switch back and forth, so you're going to be on the bags, then on the bench, then the bags, then the bench. Just came back from Rumble. That was so much fun, and taking an instructor who is very energetic and motivating definitely is a game changer when it comes to fitness. Rumble instructors, they all box on the side for fun or as their hobby, so they're really experienced, lots of great music, but it is cardio weights, so you're not really doing strength training for muscle, but it's more like cardio related. I got California Chicken Cafe for lunch. Hello! It's not just like an ordinary salad, there's a lot happening in here. And they basically only have you do 6 different punches, and then you'll do some freestyle. And on the screen, you can see the combos that they want you to do. Rumble really adds up when it comes to just all the things you have to buy in order to take the class, but it is a lot of fun, especially when you just want to punch it out and then lift some weights and then punch it out again. If you live in an area where maybe they don't have these classes, I do encourage you to go on to ClassPass or just look around and see what classes there are that you would enjoy, whether it is cycling, boxing, running, things of that nature. I am not a runner, but I have improved on my stamina and how well I run. When I started at Barry's, I probably ran about 1.5 miles the entire class time. It was very difficult for me to sprint anything above 8 miles per hour. Now I run over 2 miles in a class, and I can sprint about 11 miles per hour, and I'm good. I don't feel like I'm gonna fly off. That just shows that consistency really leads to growth and change in our bodies, but it needs to be done consistently and safely. Hold yourself accountable. If you feel like you don't have to stop, don't stop. Fitness is all about having a growth mindset. You can't expect to love it the first time, and if you do, that's great, but if you don't, keep going and see if you start to love it. But having an appreciation for these fitness classes has alleviated the mindset of, oh, I just want this class to be over, or fitness is so tedious. It really got rid of all of that. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to help you. And if you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.